Three, two, one. Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andomilian, and today, as you can see, I'm replacing well. So we're gonna talk about summer vibes. Actually, I don't know what does that mean, but yeah, summer vibes, something that supposed to be happy. At least what I think. So I
Okay.
have here with me Renan. Renan, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Renan. I'm 34 years old. I live in Mogi das Cruzes, São Paulo. I'm a software developer. I have a 3-year-old daughter,
Nice.
and that's it.
Very good. Hannah, how long have you been here studying English? Here
Mm, for maybe 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So let me see the questions here. Um, what do you think about the summer's vibe? The summer in general. Do you like the summer? Do you like it? What do you like the most? The weather, cold or hot?
I really don't have a preference. I think
Really?
sometimes I like a little bit of cold, and sometimes it's better. Some I enjoy to have both of them. I don't like when the weather change dramatically. Like one day it's
I got
too hot and the other is too cold. That's really bad. But in general, I like the both
this
of.
is this is so funny. I went in Belém. And there it's crazy because you are in a very summer day, and instantly the weather change a lot, like it starts raining and then change, as again, like it's kind of changing something like crazy. So I remember that moment that the weather is totally closed, like raining, and I started to think, oh my God, today will be very crazy because the rain I think will be strong. And man, after 40 minutes, maybe, the sun again, and oh my God, this is totally crazy because I know that this is due the Amazonic changes and something like that, the rain, the forest. But it's totally different for me. It's kind of all. And the people there, they when they try to make some appointments and something, some reunion, they say something like after the raining or before the raining, like because
It's
rain,
certain.
yeah, it's certain that it will rain. This is totally totally funny.
Yeah, it's the same. Uh, my father said that is like you said when he lived in Acre,
Okay.
and he lived 6 months in Acre, and he said it is the same. The people uh, say, "Oh, you go there before or after the rain."
The rain, yeah. Yeah, because I think it's due the forest, the Amazonian forest, and I know that. But it's because I knew that, but I never saw. And was really, oh my God, this is totally crazy for me. Let me see here. Question. An opinion. But no, I will change a little bit. Tell me about you. What you have done? Like you are studying development, or are you working on it? What's your purpose of studying English?
So I am a software developer for
Software development.
10 10 years now.
Ah,
And
wow. Senior.
Yes, and I use a little bit of English on my work day. I I sometimes have to talk to my team is from Brazil, but as eventually I need to talk to some Indian guy or maybe some American guy to solve some problem to integrate the systems.
Right.
But is that, and I trying to improve and to maybe get a new job.
Very good. And what do you think, in your opinion, the hardest accent you have heard?
Oh, the Indians are
Indian.
hard. Indian is very hard to understand.
And are you happy with your improvement, like your
Yes,
advancing
yes,
on
but
English?
I I know I need to improve, but
Hmm.
I think I'm improving little by little.
And how long have you been studying English?
I don't know exactly because I studied, then I stopped, then I
Okay,
studied again, and I studied in um, a English school in a course,
regular
a
course,
regular
like,
course, and
right?
after that, I traveled to London and stay in my cousin's house for 1 month. I get a vacation and stayed there studying.
Okay,
And after I study with a teacher, a particular class,
right.
and now I'm here trying to
You
improve.
have trying a lot. Okay, nice. Um, what what's your opinion on your period studying there in London? Like, what's your, because I know a lot of people, friends, they say, oh, I will travel to Canada, to United States, to London to learn English and so on. What's your feedback about that? Like, do you think it's nice, or maybe, oh no, maybe you need to do this or do that? What's your feedback about it?
Uh, about the classes, uh, I like it, but
Yeah, I'm saying I asked in terms of benefits, like the cost and the benefits. Do you think it's fair? It's a as a good deal or not?
Uh, I think it's more it's better for the immersive part. So you need to speak when you go to a store, when you go to the supermarket, or it's there are people from other countries, so you can't talk in Portuguese. The people don't know Portuguese, so it forces you to study. But I think the course in general is very much it's like here in Brazil. I don't see
It's
much
similar,
of
the same approach, you say.
yes, yes. There are some differences about the culture, about the other students,
Mhm.
but I think I think it's cool because of uh, the other people there, and it's I really think it's worth, but not only for the school because
Because the
it's kind of the
culture,
same.
the
Yeah.
living, right? Right, interesting. Yeah, because I've seen here a lot of people saying, "Oh, I did it or I did that," that I'm trying learning English, I'm trying and trying to find a perfect strategy to learn English, something like that. Like, oh, I will only learn if I travel. I will only learn if I do this, I learn from native, I learn from traveling or whatever, a lot of things. So, I asked that because of it, like I have here a lot of this saying of the people.
I think that you can learn it in many ways, in many different ways. You can uh, watch a movie, you can talk, you can go to a school, and but think you need to find your way, the the way that works for you, uh, and the way you
And
stay
what's your
comfortable.
way? What's
I
your way?
I like to study in like school because they have a more structured way to learn and about uh, the grammatical structures, and it's better for that. But I don't think it's so good for fluency. Like
Okay,
I think it's better here to talk, to
yeah,
try, and
by practicing, right,
learning by practicing is it's better here. It depends
right.
on what point you want to improve. Mm.
Yeah, actually, I think that it's kind of, I think in general, the people spend a lot of energy trying to learn grammar and without practicing. So they, spend a lot of time doing that. And when they try to speak, they, cannot speak. And they feel like, oh my God, what I did. I'm not a good student. Or the problem is with me, I am the
Mm.
problem and all this kind of thing.
But
Um,
I think is always good to practice, and I think if you uh, can do both, like when you are starting, like you need to learn the basic structures, and but if you talk, even if you don't know exactly, if you make mistakes, it's good to improve when you talk in English.
yeah, I think I think when you are trying to learn from grammar, trying the first grammar, it's kind of up to down. It's something up to down. And when we are developing the conversation by practicing, it's, down to up. Like, I think we can internalize more the things, For
Mm.
example, a
Yes.
lot of things that now I know how to write came from the conversation. I started to, oh my God, that word, now I know. But, the insight came from the conversation.
Mm.
But and I always think with me, like, I don't know exactly if I had a teacher saying to me, oh, the way of writing this is like this. We work, okay? Like, know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people, they, sit in a class, a regular school, trying, and the teacher, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. And the people, oh yeah, oh, this and that and that. But without practicing, like, it's like, and the difference is when we start to have the conversation, you know, in a very quick way, we start to, oh, that word, oh, that's expression, that expression, oh, that, that saying, it's interesting. I will replicate, I will do the same. So yeah, let me ask you something. um, in your opinion, what do you think is the biggest obstacle that people feel when they are trying to learn English? Because see, we have a lot of Brazilians trying to. I always hear that. I'm trying to learning. The people is always trying to learn, but actually you are learning English, not trying, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. He
Uh,
has a Master Yoda's quote. There is no try. Do or not do. That's
yes,
it. And yeah,
that's
what do you
true.
think about that? Like the biggest obstacle and so what?
Uh, uh, I don't know. I always uh, have a hard time learning English. I don't. In in the first the first course of English that I done,
Mhm.
it was I I really struggle. I don't know exactly why, but I really struggle. I when I was at high school, it's um I always think it's easy the to learn the stuff on high school, but English I really struggle. I don't know why, but
Wow, this is
that
different.
and and but I really don't know. And then I try another school, and then I started to enjoy more. I think that's the when you enjoy
Good
what you are
point.
learning, it's you learn better. It's better for you. It's easier. But I think maybe something about that too. If you
Good.
just do the some course and you need to do many exercises and you don't enjoy it, it's hard. The
Actually, because
process,
sometimes do not make sense. Like you are, just solving exercise. Do not make sense because you need to practice, right?
yes,
Like,
yes.
but do you feel comfortable speaking English? Like, are you shy speaking English, or you know, um, in front of other people, or not? Are you comfortable? Say
Now I think I'm more comfortable with it,
right.
but I was very shy in the beginning. I I think in general, I not only in English, but I was
Okay,
really afraid to make mistakes on in front of other people. But I think I'm better not only in English, but I'm better in English too to talk. I'm more
man,
comfortable
this
with.
is yeah, this is crazy. This is something like afraid to commit mistakes. I
Yeah.
I think it's this thing is very Brazilian. You know, we have this kind of I don't know how to explain. I would like to know more. We have this perception that I will commit mistakes, and the people will see that I'm committing mistakes, and it's something like crazy. We suffer a lot from it. And I
Yes.
say that because sometimes when I had the experience to talk to a lot of people from different nationalities, uh, when I saw Brazilians, they always like shine, like, something crazy, very, dramatic, like they are trying to, oh, being perfect. And the people from other nationality, they all, say in English a lot of mistakes, but they only say the things, oh, no, 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 without saying, and the people. that I saw, they knew more, more than the other people, but they suffer more as well. Oh, because I will commit mistakes, and the thing will, I don't know, I will die because of the mistakes, something like that. No, they
Yes.
suffer a lot, very struggling. Man, well, made a lot of um, questions here. I will ask you a special question because I think we'll be crazy. What do you think about the global warming?
Global warming.
Yeah,
Mm, uh, I, I think uh, all the people are responsible for the global warming, and it's changed the environment, and I think it's more about capitalism. It's more people thinking only on the money. I think it's hard to think about other important stuff sometimes when um, I think there are many people that don't have only enough to live, and they can't think about, they buy the what is cheapest, and there is uh, I think there is I think the global warming problem will uh, be better only when there are the when only when people are good with their lives, when there are more people living better.
right. Good one. Yeah, I agree with you. I think, when I saw a lot of people. I'm geologist, so for me this is a funny question because when I say a lot of people, "Oh, we need to save the planet," and I, as a geologist, man, the planet will live. Be certain.
Yes.
You can be certain. But we, I'm not sure. Sometimes we will die. We will die, but the planet will go on. The planet, man, the planet exists since 4.6 billion years, right? We exist since one 11,000 years, so it's totally different the scale.
Yes.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. I think our model of development based on consumption. Sometimes we consume a lot of things that make no sense, like consuming our model of existence.
Another
Yeah,
day, I saw data about the diapers. Do you, do you know what is diapers?
diapers.
Babies use diapers to poo. No, diaper. That the little babies, they use
Right.
diapers to poo, and then we get the diaper off and
I don't know. I
throw
don't
it
know
in
what
trash.
diaper means. What's diaper in Portuguese?
Fralda.
Man, I didn't know that.
The there are a lot of diapers. It's immense quantity of diapers
Oh
on
my God.
the environment. It's too much, too much.
Yeah,
It's
man, I
absurd
saw
the quantity when you.
yeah, I saw a documentary that of the trash of clothes, right? Trash of clothes they sent to Africa, a lot of, poor countries. Man, a lot of type of, clothes and jeans and pants and a lot. And the vehicles, bring to there the clothes, and the people start to take the clothes, a lot of trash of clothes. Totally crazy.
Yes. There are many types of trash that is
Yeah,
the
because we only see like we only think in terms of trash of something that we cannot use. But in that, in that case was clothes, some new clothes. But the people in Europe do not like the clothes, and the people, oh, we need to do something with these clothes, go into trash. But the trashy in quotes, like,
uh,
yeah,
but
it's sad.
there are
It's sad.
many uh, plastic bottles,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really it it's staying in nature for many years. It's it's very
Yeah,
hard to decompose these things, this stuff,
yeah.
and
And
we use
like,
much of plastic. Plastic is another day I bought cookie, a cookie, and
okay,
it came in a plastic, and then I open, and then there are individual plastics in each cookie in the and then
make no
why
sense.
why
Why?
why
Yeah, man. Oh my God. Yeah, it's something like it's it's hard to think about that. I have a question. Do you have any habit that you consider healthy? Like, oh, I do this and I think it's nice and I will teach to my son. And
I I like to do exercise, and I do
what
exercise
kind?
regularly.
What kind of exercise? Working out or running?
I usually do exercise at my home, like
Okay.
push-ups and uh, uh, something like that. And I like to ride by bike. So I one day I do exercise at my home. Another day I go ride by bike,
Bye.
and,
Yeah, this
and
is good.
I think it's good to keep,
Do
I
you
think it's better for the body and for the mind too.
for the
It's
mind, right? Yeah.
you feel better.
Yeah. Sometimes we oh, yeah, other question. Do you think your job is stressful or not? Or do you consider
It
your job,
it,
yes, not
it
stressful, but
depends.
sometimes hard? Okay, depends. Depends
It
on
it
on what the
where
demand.
I think it's more where you work, because I
Right, okay.
worked in some companies that they are not organized, and
Ah, okay. So do you work for a lot of companies, not only one,
now
delivering the service?
I work for one company. I work for
Okay,
Dell now.
right.
Indeed, I work for a company, and then this company work for Dell, and then
Ah,
I
right.
I
And the Dell.
I work for Dell now, and they are very organized. That's very good. But before that, I worked in other company, and they are not organized. And every time we have a fire to to extinguish, they're
A lot of
always
problems all the
uh,
time.
yes, and I needed to stay with my cell phone to solve the problems, and that is very stressful to think all the time about the work and the things that could go wrong.
Man, this is fun, isn't it? Like, um, when sometimes the people say, "Oh, you are very organized," like saying to me or say to all other people. But sometimes we are organized not because it's so funny, it's so good to be organized or something like that, but we can reduce the energy, right? For example, when I need to solve some stuff that is hard for me, I need to be organized because man, I will do this, and then I will do that, and then I will do that. If I do not, organize the steps, I will be, got crazy. Like, and
Yes.
the people, and unfortunately, we do not think from it, like understanding that.
Yes, I think it work for us as people and for organizations like
Yeah,
companies. And
exactly,
I
exactly.
in that company that I worked before that is disorganized,
Okay,
they need to do redo the work, do it
a
again
lot.
a lot
Yeah,
of times because they uh,
spending time, energy.
yes.
Oh my God,
So
yeah.
do that, and then no. Do another thing.
Yeah,
Stop that. There are another thing to do there, and you stop to do something and
man,
do another thing, and you can't keep up to do a good
this is so
job.
crazy that sometimes I think that people, oh, so this is so boring. You all the things that you try, you need to do this or that, and I start to think. Imagine it. I like reading a lot, reading a lot of types of book. Man, imagine a writer, a good writer that we like. Imagine if they are not organized, like to write a book, you know, because you need to sit and man, I will write that book and write the book, sell the book, performing, solve some advertisement or something like that. And you will write other book in audiobook, and we will do an interview, and we'll work on it on that. The people do not think like that. For example, I like rock, a type of my style sound. One of one of them. And imagine, you have a new album and you need to perform a show. But you need to travel, you need to organize the instrument, you need to, practice, you need to do this or do that. And then you will finish the show and then you do other show. So we need to travel very fast. We need to be organized to do the things that we need. Imagine that they are living that crazy way of solving the things.
Yes.
And a lot of people say, oh, but this is boring. And I just, oh, okay, it's your opinion, okay? You will deal with your problems and I will deal with my problems. And I deal with my problems organizing things. For me, it's better.
Yes.
Renan, question here. Tell me something that you like to do to relax besides working out, exercising, something like.
I the one thing that I like to do at my home, it's make beer.
Right?
I like to brew my own beer here at home,
Good
and I like to call my friends to came
to
here.
taste.
Yes,
Okay. And if they like your
yes,
beer or not.
yes, they
Good.
like. But
You
there
can make
are
money.
I I there are some time that didn't I don't do that. I need to do it again.
Yeah, because you
And
need to try a lot of different.
yes, but I move for another house, and
Okay.
I still organizing and fixing some
Okay.
stuff here too,
Okay. Your
so I
lab.
can.
Lab of beer. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Lab of beer. Um, Do you like what kind of art do you like? Art, culture, like games, do you like reading, do you like movies, cartoon,
I,
playing
I like
instruments?
I like movies. I like uh, to go to museums and to see paintings and stuff.
Wow, this is man. Yesterday, I was in a conference, and the guy said to me, and I say, "Oh my God, only 2% of Brazilians they go to the museum. 2%.
I
Man,
like
this is crazy.
to go
Two
to.
percent, man. You are 2% of the people do not go to museum.
I think we don't have too many museums, but I think one thing is 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 related to the other. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have many
exactly,
museums, so
absolutely.
that are that so
The
people
people do
don't.
not care, and so if the people do not care, the people won't build museums and the
Yes,
cycle.
yes. It's a cycle, but I like to go to museum, historical places, and
Man, this is
I,
nice.
I like one thing that I like here, and there are many churches in Brazil, beautiful churches that
Okay,
I like to see the church, the history about.
okay. What's your religion?
I'm Christian,
Christian,
the
right? Okay,
Catholic.
Catholic. Okay, I do not have
But I
religion.
don't I'm not I I say I'm a Catholic person, but I
Yeah,
don't
just
usually go to
the same.
church.
My family, do the same. Like, what's your religion? Catholic. Man, they don't go to the church. They don't, don't pray, don't say anything. But I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic. But
My
I
I
like to
have
say that I don't have religion, but I really really appreciate go to church, Catholic church, because I think it's so calm, man. Man, it's so the peaceful vibe. Like I really like to go to the Catholic church. You know, man. Sometimes just to read other books. So calm. It's awesome.
I in I have a cousin that is
Yeah.
a priest of the Catholic Church. Uh, 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 I I I like to sometimes I go to the church
Yeah.
with where he celebrates but it's only once
For
a
me,
year to
religions in religion is interesting because when I was a kid, teenager, I used to be very against religion, like very rude and arrogant, rebel. And nowadays, I feel, man, like the people need, believe in something. And if they consider that, you know, they believe they need to do that, it's totally good because, for example, sometimes I feel that it's not about the faith itself, but more about the culture,
yes.
right? The culture. So nowadays, I know how to respect the religion, and I really, oh my God, what's your religion is like this or that religion, and I just okay, I don't have a problem with. But when I was teenager, oh my God, very boring, very very boring.
Last year I went to Olinda, and
Okay,
they have
Pernambuco.
many churches there, and they are many. historical churches. They
From
and
colonization.
yes,
Okay.
that are beautiful. I think there
Man,
are.
other church that's is crazy. Ouro Preto with a lot of gold. Man, it's totally, when you go into this church, oh my God, it's totally crazy. It's nuts.
Yes. When
Mm,
I went to London to study, s- I I went to some church there, and it's very beautiful too. There are many paintings and sculptures, and
I
it's
imagine.
really.
Man, what I never travel abroad, but what I like to sometimes I see, on YouTube, like, is the tour from the England church. The people, a lot of young people there, singing. I think it's beautiful. Sometimes I start to see this kind of thing on YouTube to study, to listen, to concentrate.
Mm,
That chore, that people, dressing that clothes, different clothes, and let me see here. Question. Do you prefer waterfall, beach, or river?
I think I prefer waterfall,
Why?
but uh, I, I like to go to the beach, but not so much because the sand and the salt in the water, it's stick on the skin, and I don't like the feeling of of it. And I like the waterfalls. I think it's beautiful to see, and when it's really hot, the climate is really hot.
Okay.
It's really nice to go in the water, to swim in the water of a
Yeah.
waterfall.
I, you know, I really I like a lot, of course, to go to the waterfall or river, but I cannot stay a long, time because I start to feel kind of boring. Oh, that beach or that river and that waterfall. I saw. Okay, okay. Nice, beautiful, very beautiful. No, now I want to go to my home. Nothing, because I, I'm geologist and I need to do a lot of keep mapping, so I need to walk in a lot of different places in contact with nature, collecting samples and rocks and analyzing things. But actually, I like to do this work, but I don't like to spend a lot of time contemplating the nature. Like, oh my God, I'm, 1 month, 1 month, oh no way, you know, maybe 3 days or 4 days. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, now I go to my home because yeah, very beautiful, very beautiful. I like it was awesome.
Yes, I
Let me
understand.
see. Yeah, and I have, the most of my friends, they no they enjoy a lot. Oh, I don't know how can I say acampar, but I will do that.
Go
I will,
camping.
camping, yeah. I will go camping. I go to sit even spending a lot, and I cannot do that because I feel kind of, I wanna go home.
I like to go camping.
Mhm. Good. Yeah, I'm kind of boring with this kind of thing, but I don't know the reason. So maybe, when I'm getting more old, I will rethink this position. But for instance,
But what do you like to do when you're on vacation? Like,
Man, play instruments,
mm,
listen to music, play instruments, reading. I like to do calm things, like, okay, very calm, like, yeah, like,
that's good.
yeah,
I I try to play guitar, but I couldn't. I really uh I try I think some months to learn it, but nothing good just
man. But
from that.
this is so funny because the process is the same that we used to do in English. You know, I play guitar since I was 14. But I remember when I started to play, was very just was terrible, like very noisy and trying. I didn't know how to do the notes and was terrible. But I tried a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Nowadays I know how to do the things and I can see that I'm good doing that. But I needed that long time trying. And now I know the English is the same. But I know that the people nowadays they want to know all the things very fast. Oh,
Yes,
I don't have time to do is it, you know.
yes, yes. I think it's a problem, and it's getting worse. People
Get it?
are
Yeah,
with
because a lot
more.
of things are appearing like, oh, this is nice. I want to learn. Oh, this is nice because I know how to speak in English. Oh, I will learn Spanish. Oh, no, maybe French, but German. And I know how to play guitar. Oh, but I want to play bass, drums. I want to read that book, the other book. We don't have time to do all the things.
Yes, yes.
It's crazy, crazy. Man, the last question. What question would you like that I had made to you? Very philosophic.
uh, the-
This,
I
this
don't.
conversation is look like an interview, like a program or a podcast or something like that.
I don't know. I really.
Dude, you are speaking very well, and this is nice. You're comfortable with the language. I think this is a very good point. Sometimes the people know a lot, but they do not feel comfortable speaking. For example, we are speaking here for around 1 hour. I know a lot of people and I saw it, many times. The people, when they perceive that they are talking only with one person like you, one-on-one, they, you know, they run from this conversation. And,
Oh, yeah.
I saw it many, many times. The people are
I think
afraid,
I
afraid
think
to
people
talk.
were more afraid of talk with many people. Like,
And no,
the, I
because
think people
it's
would be
like
more
it's like
comfortable.
uncomfortable. Yeah, but it's uncomfortable, like only me and you speaking. Like, of course we had a very good conversation, but with other people, they feel like, oh, he will uh ask direct to me and I need to answer direct to him. So they are afraid to, oh, will be, I don't know. Yeah, but this is congrats for you because the best part of people, they left the conversation. I saw it many times. But thanks a lot. Nice to meet you. Thanks a lot for this conversation. It was awesome. Keep
Thank you.
coming to talk and improving more and having different conversation, exploring your vocabulary, trying to think differently. I will share with you the forms, okay? So help us to improve this conversation and give some opinions. What do you think about the conversation? What do you like to have to talk in other conversation, right?
Okay.
So good night
Good
and
night. Thank
good
you.
week for you.
Good week.
Thank you. Thank you. Good week for you. Bye.
Bye.